Hi, Beth. Yeah, they told me you were feeling upset. You might need someone to talk to. Is it okay if we talk?
I guess.
Okay, thank you. I can see you're very upset right now, so if you need to take a minute and and let yourself calm down a little bit, that's okay.
I hate to cry in front of people.
Yeah, I understand. And this probably feels a little embarrassing. You're feeling a lot of maybe feeling some stress. This can be stressful to get this upset. Just remember, it's a safe place. You know, I'm just here to help you with this. Okay.
Okay.
That's it. Take some deep breaths. Looks like you're feeling a little better now. Do you think maybe you're ready to talk?
Okay.
Okay. Can you maybe tell me a little bit about what happened? What what's got you so upset?
I forgot. I just forgot that the paper was due today. And Miss Evans won't give me an extension. She said if you don't turn it in today, it's a 0. She's such a bitch. I don't understand. Why can't you just give me an extension?
So so not having the extension has really upset you.
I mean, all she has to do is just give me another day. I could get it done. I just forgot. I can't help it if I forgot.
So so the assignment did Miss Evans say that the assignment was due today,
Yeah, I just forgot.
but you forgot. Okay. Well, that's understandable. I mean, we all forget things sometimes. And so you forgot that it was due today and you were hoping for an extension. And then but then once you realized you weren't getting going to get that extension, did something happen after that?
I may have I may have snapped at her.
Okay.
I don't usually snap at people. But it's so unfair.
Do you do you remember what you said to her?
No, like you're such a bitch. I don't even care. It's a stupid class anyway. Something like that. I don't know.
So get pretty angry and you know maybe lashed out at her a little bit. Said some angry words, some angry things. And
Yes.
and then how did Miss Evans respond when you said that when you lashed out at her?
She said, if you think it's such a stupid class, then you can leave.
So that's when she asked you to leave. So you thought you had a homework assignment due today, that you forgot about it, and you were hoping to maybe get an extension or something, and then when you found out you weren't, that made you very upset, which is understandable. I mean, we all forget sometimes. That's certainly understandable too. But then you sort of lashed out, said some angry things to Miss Evans, and then that's when she, informed you, if you're going to talk to her like that, that it's time to leave the classroom. Does that sound about right?
Yes. Yes. I don't usually snap at people like that.
Well, can you tell me about what happened before you came to class? Was there anything going on before you came to school?
No, I don't want to talk about it. You've been crying again, and I don't want to cry.
It's okay. I don't want to make you upset. I just want to, I'm just here to help, remember, and I want to help you, maybe find a solution to this problem. So I'm just trying to get as much information as I can, so I can hopefully better understand what's going on, so we can hopefully find a way of getting to a better place. So, were you maybe upset when you came to school this morning?
Yeah. Maybe.
And it sounds like maybe something happened this morning, maybe on the way to school, or is there something happened that maybe got you upset? It's okay. You can take your time if you need to. Just remember, I'm only here to help. I want to help you. I hope you get through this. Hopefully, we can find a way to get to a better place. It's okay, Hazel. If you want want to cry a little bit and let it out. That's okay. It's you're very you're still very upset about what happened, and that's understandable. That's okay. It's okay to be, to maybe be hurt. You might be feeling a little guilty maybe about what happened right now. That's all very understandable.
That's not why I'm crying right now, because you just got me thinking about it before school, and now I can't. It's something my mom told me.
Mom said something to you this morning that upset you? It's okay. Can you maybe, I'd like to know what she said, if that's okay.
She says we have to move to Michigan. Right at the end of the school year, before my senior year, and all my friends are here. And I won't know anybody there.
Oh, I see. That, yeah, that's gotta be so hard. I imagine that really hurts. I mean, you're probably very scared right now. I mean, losing, having to move away from everything you know, all your friends. Yeah, that's gonna be really hard. It's understandable that you're hurt and upset about that.
I won't get to graduate with my friends. I mean, I'm not gonna get to go to prom with my friends. Yeah, I was on all that stuff, but I'm gonna be somewhere and I won't know anybody.
Yeah, those are all things you were looking forward to, and now it looks like you've lost those. I imagine it's probably making you feel very scared right now, not knowing what to expect. And that must be very difficult for you.
It's not fair. It's not fair.
No, it definitely is not fair. It wouldn't be fair for anyone to have to, leave everything that they know like that. Yeah. I mean, these are all friends basically grew up with, right? And feel close to. They're almost like family, and
I haven't even told them yet.
okay. I understand. Take your time. You can.
Do you have the Kleenex?
Yes.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Because your mom just told you about this morning, right? It's the first time you heard it. And
Yes.
so, so even when you came to school, you're feeling upset about that, and a little angry.
I was trying not to be. I mean, my dad got a new job and they can't help it, so I was trying not to be upset.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure you were doing your best. I mean, this was a lot to take in. You know, there was a lot for your mom to sort of dump on you this morning, and then you still were trying to process that and deal with it when you came to school this morning. And then and then having all that sort of being upset and having you had some anger built up. You were just sort of holding that in when you came to school this morning. It sounds like, and so when Miss Evans talked to you about the homework assignment, then you were you maybe just that maybe caused you to take that anger out on her and to lash out at her a little bit.
I guess. Yes. I still don't think it's fair though that she's giving me 0. But I guess I was reacting more than usual.
Well, the homework assignment. I mean, that's. I mean, she has these rules. I imagine for all the students, doesn't she?
Yes.
If she sets a deadline for an assignment, then she expects everyone to get it done by then, and if not, she she gives everyone a 0. Is that about right? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, but she could make an exception. I forgot. I was like I did it on purpose. I just forgot.
Well, I think the Sevens has these these rules in place, you know, for a reason. I mean, she has to be try to be fair with all the students, right? I mean, she can't um, if she sets a deadline for the assignment, then she expects everyone to follow that equally. I mean, it wouldn't be fair for her to give exceptions to certain students. You know what I mean? It wouldn't. I don't think it would be fair to the other students who are maybe turning in on time for her to give an exception to you if she wants to be fair and treat everyone equally.
I guess.
So, so I think I think so. I think I see what is. I think I see what's happened. You 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 found out that you're moving this morning from your mom, and that very understandably upset you very much. And I mean, because that that is a very difficult thing to to take in, to process. You're gonna you're already missing your friends, and and thinking about missing out on graduating with them, and all these sorts of things that you've been looking forward to. And it's going to be a big change to move somewhere new, and maybe you have to make new friends. And
I
yeah,
don't know how I'm gonna do that. I don't know how.
that's a lot to deal with. And it's very understandable that that would make you upset, and that that you might you know have a lot of you know feel scared, and have a lot of anger built up inside because of that, which is what it sounds like happened when you came to school this morning. You had some you were upset, and maybe had some pent up anger because of that news, and you were maybe trying to hold it in at first. But then when you talked to the sevens about the homework assignment, that caused you to, maybe let your anger out on the sevens.
Yeah.
And I mean, do so you think that letting your anger out on the sevens, like, you think that that was fair to her?
No.
So, I mean, I usually hear good things about Miss Evans. She seems like a really good teacher who cares about her students. I mean, I'm guessing that she probably cares about you too.
I usually get along with her okay most of the time.
So, so it wasn't fair to her to take out your frustrations on her like that. Then was it?
I guess not.
I mean, I mean, when you think about it, you have other people in your life that care about you. Your mom cares about you.
Yeah, I know.
You know, your family and friends, and I mean, it was. I don't think it would be a good idea to let you take it out on anyone who cares about you like that, would it?
Guess not. It's not.
Okay, so then how so then how might we how, how might we do it better next time?
No, I mean, I wasn't planning on snapping at Miss Evans. It just happened. I guess because I was trying to hold in my emotions about moving.
Yeah, you're sort of carrying that with you when you came to school this morning. Is there can you can you think of something you could maybe do next time to when you're when you're feeling angry like that? When you're maybe it's, you know there, if there's something that has you upset.
I don't know, maybe, I don't know.
Is there or is there perhaps someone you could talk to? Maybe for the next time if you
But like you,
sure.
like I could, if I'm upset, just go to you first before going into the class.
Well, we need to tell Miss Evans because she would be expecting you to be in class, so she would be worried about you if you didn't show up. So we would need to, maybe you could talk, you could get me, and then we could go to your class and uh, and
But
I
I
could,
don't know. And then you could tell her.
right, yeah, and I could tell Miss Evans that you need, you're feeling upset right now, and you want to talk. And yes, we could certainly talk. And if something like this were to happen again, and I mean, because you received some devastating news that understandably makes you very upset. But you didn't. You maybe could have handled it better. It's taking out on the teacher and getting yourself in trouble wasn't the best solution in this case, right?
Right.
So, but that's a very good plan. That's a good idea. You could talk to somebody. You could talk to me. You, um, can you think of anyone else you might be able to talk to?
My friends.
Right?
Maybe if I called them, one of them before I went to school, could have vented first.
Okay, that's a good plan. Maybe you could also talk to Miss Evans. If there's no one else, you could at least um, when you first come to class, just say, Miss Evans, can I talk to you now? Something happened earlier, and just feeling very upset about it. And she might go ahead and send you to me if she sees you need to talk about it. But communicating with her and letting her know that something's on your mind would be very helpful.
Maybe I could have.
What you think?
Yeah, maybe I could have told my mom how upset I was instead of holding it in.
Talk to your mom too. Yes. Um, that's a very good idea. I'd like to, call your mom and tell her we had this conversation if that's okay with you.
Yes.
Okay. Well, just remember, you know, your life is full of people who care about you. You know, your mom, I'm sure, loves you and cares about you, and you know, she'll wanna know about this. She'll want to be there for you, and I'm sure talk to you about this and help you through it.
Okay.
Okay, so it sounds like we have a good plan then. You next time you get into a situation like this where you know you feel very upset, maybe you've gotten some bad news or maybe something else has gotten you very upset, then you know next time you'll try instead of holding it in and you know and just you know maybe taking it out on someone else and you know dumping your anger on someone else. You'll try to find someone to talk to, right?
Okay.
All right, sounds good. It's very mature of you. Yeah, it's good. Some good insight. So okay, so it sounds like you're maybe ready to go back to class now. I think we've been out of
Yeah. I think I'll be okay now.
I think we've been out of class for 20 minutes or so. I can walk you back to class, okay, and and we'll talk to Miss Evans, and we'll let her know that we talked and that you feel much better now, and you know she's probably still going to say the same thing she said before about the assignment, right? Is is that going to be okay?
Yeah. I should remember to do it last night.
So it's not really her fault. You know, you just need to try to remember to complete your assignments on time, right?
Yes.
Okay then. So we're ready to go back to class then, right?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, great.